carbs do not cause muscle growth, do not directly lead to muscle growth. A lot of people, it's such a big misconception. It's fitness shit, guys. It's one of the biggest things I learned during my book. And before my book, it was only like I knew it in theory, but after going through the hands-on experience, I know for a fact, guys, carbs do not cause muscle growth. It is science. It is bro science. Every side agrees except for a few motherfuckers on the internet. This is what carbs do help you achieve. Number one, energy, right? Carbs, your body's primary source of energy. You eat carbs, so I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. You eat carbs, your body breaks it down into glucose, and then body puts the glucose together to make glycogen. Boom, glycogen is readily available energy for your brutal workouts, right? So carbs help fuel your workout. The one thing that carbs do in terms of building muscle is that it prevents muscle breakdown, right? When your glycogen stores are full or at a healthy level and you train, your body gets the energy that you need to train from your glycogen stores and then a little bit of your fat stores, and prevents the breakdown of your muscles, right? So that's the one added benefit. That's one of the added benefits of eating carbs is, like I said, fills up your glycogen stores. This way it prevents your body from using protein or muscle for energy, right? Because you want your protein to be used for protein synthesis, not for fucking energy. It's a tough process to turn protein into energy. Your body doesn't like doing that. Your body much rather use fat or even better, glycogen. So that's one. Carbs protect your hard-earned muscles when you're in the gym. That's why you got to fill up your stores before you go to your next workout. Second thing carbs do that make people think that it causes growth is carbs make you hold more water, right? The more your glycogen stores are high, the more water you're gonna hold in, whatever. So you're gonna be heavy on the scale. But eventually you realize that you're gonna get softer. Your muscles are gonna have that dry, hard look, and you're gonna think that, oh, I got bigger. For example, me, I gained 35 pounds in 6 months in my bulk. You think that was fucking muscle? No, and it definitely wasn't all fat too, because I still have my six pack. But it was mostly glycogen. And another thing that carbs do is, we all know, it spike your insulin, meaning that protein also spike your insulin. But when you eat protein and carbs, you get a greater insulin spike, which helps your cells absorb more of the nutrients that you're eating. Even though you don't technically need carbs for that, because after you lift weights, after exercise training, your glucose transporters, go from the middle of the cells to the outside of the cells and help your body suck up nutrients anyway. So it is possible to attain that without carbs, just that carbs help with the insulin spike. It's good to have that spike. But you gotta understand, with the insulin spike also comes fat storage, So you gotta understand, carbs are only for training, energy. I don't understand how some people have they'll eat carbs, right? Then they won't train the next day, and then they'll eat carbs again, and then carbs again because it's in their macros. Hey, my macro says 200 grams of carbs a day. I'm gonna eat that every day, whether I'm training or not. You're a fucking idiot. Because once your glycogen stores are full, and you're eating more and more carbs, what do you think your body's gonna do? Store the rest is fat. You're not gonna get more muscle gains because you're eating carbs above your glycogen levels. So that's why the smarter way to do it is to eat carbs before you train, the day before you train. Train. After you finish training, replenish the glycogen stores. It's kind of like putting fuel in the car, right? Don't try to put more fuel than your car needs. So a lot of people just keep eating the same amount of carbs because it's in their macros. Every day, carbs after carbs after carbs after carbs, whether they're training or not. Off day, carbs, training day, carbs, and then they wonder why they're getting fat. Your body's not gonna just keep growing because you're giving it carbs. Protein synthesis is mainly protein. Obviously, your fats also help your testosterone and the rest of your hormones. But protein is what causes growth, not carbs. Carbs just, cause growth indirectly. You know what I mean? Like they help your body prevent muscle breakdown, meaning your body doesn't go catabolic, it goes anabolic because you're, calorie surplus. I believe the two most important macronutrients are proteins and fats. I personally believe that. Fats for your hormones, protein for muscle building. Then carbs for your energy. That's why I love carb-backloading so much, because in carb-backloading, you're only eating your carbs for when you need them to train. If you're not training, you're not eating carbs. You get your energy from fats, and from fats. But before your training session, you eat a shitload of carbs, and they help you, they help your body, preserve the protein that is so expensive in this fucking world and so needed for protein synthesis. In fact, there was a study done, right, where they had three. I don't even know why they did that study, because anybody who argues against the fact that carbs don't lead to protein synthesis is an idiot. They did a study where they had three groups of people. Obviously, after training, one group ate only carbs, another group ate only protein, Another group ate protein and carbs. The group that had protein and carbs had a higher protein synthesis rate than the groups that ate only protein, simply because protein combined with carbs lead to a higher insulin spike. I already explained that shit. But the group that only ate protein also had protein synthesis. The group that ate carbs had nothing, zero, nada. Meaning if you only eat carbs, no protein added, you can work out all you fucking want. Your body will not build muscle without protein, right? You can have all the insulin spikes in the fucking world. There's no protein synthesis. It's called protein synthesis, not carb synthesis, motherfuckers. You gotta understand that. Carbs only give you energy to train so that your body will not take the energy from your protein, which you need to build muscle. Alright guys, I hope this clears out a lot of misconceptions out there. Remember, carbs will not cause muscle growth. They help in the process, but they don't cause it directly.